Hi there, I'm Bee. Welcome back to Read and Roam. I can't believe we're almost finished with our opinion writing. You've grown so much as writers. We've already tackled the introduction and body paragraph, which means it's time to write our conclusion paragraph. Let's do this. Our focus today is on conclusion paragraphs. The conclusion paragraph of a text is the last paragraph. It restates the writer's opinion and closes the writing. The reason we include a conclusion paragraph is to remind the reader of what they learned and to leave them with a final thought. Let's take a look at the conclusion paragraph from the example text to see what a good one looks like. In conclusion, the Science Center is the best place in town to visit because you get to explore exhibits, see shows, and learn about space. If you want to have an unforgettable day, visit the Science Center and see for yourself. This paragraph has 2 sentences. The first one might sound familiar. What do you notice about it? It sounds just like the opinion statement from the introduction paragraph. Let's look at the original and the conclusion side by side. The parts where the opinion and topic are stated are almost exactly the same. What do you see that's different? The reasons are still there, but some of the words have changed. Hands-on exhibits became explore exhibits. Amazing science shows became see shows. And the space zone turned into learn about space. Let's think about this one. Why do you think the writer chose to change the wording of the opinion statement in the conclusion? Pause here to record your thoughts. It's likely that the author chose to change words because they didn't want to repeat exactly the same thing the readers had already seen. Not only can this help keep readers interested, but it can also help them connect with the writing in a new way. This action of changing words but keeping our meaning is called rephrasing. That term might sound similar to one we learned about a while ago called paraphrasing. They are very similar skills. While paraphrasing focuses on putting a text someone else wrote into your own words, rephrasing is saying your own ideas in new words. Now that you've grown as writers, you're ready for that more exact vocabulary that really explains what you're doing. So, how do we rephrase? Well, it helps to think of it like this. You already know your own ideas. You're just saying them in a new way. There are a few ways to do this. You can replace some words with synonyms or move words around to make your sentences sound new and interesting. Here's an example. My opinion statement looks like this. The nature park is the best place in town to visit because it is peaceful, there are hiking trails, and you can see animals there. To rephrase my first reason, instead of saying peaceful, I can use synonyms like calm and relaxing. Those words mean the same thing, but they give the reader a fresh way to think about the idea. Remember that, unlike paraphrasing, our goal here isn't necessarily to make something shorter. It's just to clearly put the same ideas into new words. Let's think about my second reason together. How could we rephrase that there are hiking trails? In some cases, it might be hard to rephrase something using entirely new words, especially when those words are important to understanding. In this reason, the word trails is too important to remove, but I can change the structure. So instead of there are hiking trails, I can say you can explore trails. This keeps the big idea that there are trails, but says it in a new way. Now it's your turn. My third reason is that you can see animals there. Pause here to rephrase this detail in a way that keeps the idea but changes up the wording. Because there's no one right way to rephrase, your version may look different from mine. What's important is that it says the same idea in a new way. Here are some examples. The park is home to many animals. Or, you can see some amazing creatures there. Once we've rephrased our ideas, we can add a transition word to the front of the sentence to signal to the reader that we're going to be summing up our writing. I've included some options for this in your lesson materials. Here's what my full rephrased opinion statement looks like with a transition. In conclusion, the nature park is the best place in town to visit because it's calm and relaxing, you can explore trails, and there are many amazing creatures to see. Great! Now you know how to rephrase your opinion statement for your conclusion. There's only one sentence left to learn about. Let's reread the last sentence of the example paragraph. If you want to have an unforgettable day, visit the Science Center and see for yourself. This type of final thought is called a call to action. Calls to action tell the reader what to do next, and they're a way for readers to act on the information we just gave them in our writing. We see calls to action all the time on posters, in ads, or in videos. Things like, "Come try our new burger," or "If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe." These sentences follow up on information and encourage the audience to act. To write a call to action, we need two things: a way to connect with the reader and a clear action they can take. In the example, the connection point was, if you want to have an unforgettable day. Most readers of the example would probably be thinking that they definitely want to have an unforgettable day. Once the readers are drawn in with the connection, we give them the clear action to take. Visit the Science Center and see for yourself. Let's write a call to action for the nature park. You can use a sentence frame like this. If you blank, visit the nature park. What would make someone want to go? Pause here to record a call to action you think would get people to visit the nature park. Nice! There are lots of ways to write a strong call to action. As long as it connects with the reader and invites them to visit, you're on the right track. I'm going to finish mine like this. If you love exploring the outdoors, visit the nature park. Once we combine our rephrased opinion statement with our call to action, our conclusion is done. Amazing work today, everyone! In your lesson materials, you'll write your own conclusion paragraph. Next time, we'll revise and edit our writing to make it even stronger. Until then, remember, where there are words, there's a world to explore. Bye! Hey, hey.